أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. All praise belong to Allah. We ask Him to shower His peace, blessings and mercy upon our dear and beloved Prophet Muhammad, his family, companions, followers, and upon all of us gathered here in His blessed house. Ameen, Allahumma ameen. My dear and respected brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prescribed Qiyamul Layl, praying at night for Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam to be our most beautiful example as a way to deal with life's challenges, especially annoyances from different individuals that you may encounter. Allah Jalla wa Ala describes Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam, and he says, describing the exact feelings and state of emotion and mind of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam, and he says, وَلَقَدْ نَعْلَمُ أَنَّكَ يَضِيقُ صَدْرُكَ بِمَا يَقُولُونَ. And we surely know that your chest constricts because of what they say. فَسَبِّحْ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّكَ وَكُن مِّنَ السَّاجِدِينَ. Glorify your exalted Lord in gratification and be amongst those who prostrate to Him. وَاعْبُدْ رَبَّكَ حَتَّى يَأْتِيَكَ الْيَقِينُ. And worship your Lord until your time of death arrives. وَلَقَدْ نَعْلَمُ أَنَّكَ يَضِيقُ صَدْرُكَ بِمَا يَقُولُونَ فَسَبِّحْ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّكَ وَكُن مِّنَ السَّاجِدِينَ. When you face difficulties in life, problems, people, human beings that may afflict harm or difficulty or emotional stress or distress upon you, then try to pray at night. And Allah Jalla wa Ala describes the same or prescribes the same to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam in a surah we recited last night in the Khatm. May Allah accept it from all of us. When Abu Jahl used to bother the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Abu Jahl, as described by the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam, he is Fir'aun هذه الأمة. No, Fir'aun that used to afflict so much harm upon Bani Israel and bothered Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam so much and belittled him. He said, أَمْ أَنَا خَيْرٌ مِّنْ هَذَا الَّذِي هُوَ مَهِينٌ وَلَا يَكَادُ يُبِينٌ, and so forth. The person that did this to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, or one of the main culprits, was Abu Jahl. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَلْيَدْعُ نَادِيَهُ. Let him go call his buddies. سَنَدْعُ الزَّبَانِيَةَ. We are going to call the angels of hellfire. كَلَّا لَا تُطِعْهُ وَاسْجُدْ وَاقْتَرِبْ. Don't mind him and go and prostrate to your Lord. Prescription to dealing with individual enemies, harmful folks. And lastly but not least, one of the Sahaba radiallahu anhum who was serving Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. So the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam, as being the most noble and grateful human being on the face of the earth, he asked this gentleman, he said, what can I do for you? What can I offer you? He said, I only want murafaqataka fil jannah. I only want to be your buddy in Jannah. I want your companionship in Jannah. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam said to him, أعني على نفسك بكثرة السجود. Help yourself by performing more prostrations, meaning more prayers. Whenever we face challenges in this dunya, turn to Allah Jalla wa Ala, especially in the time when people are asleep, and stand and complain to Allah, the Master, the most powerful, the subduer. Allah is the one we turn to. إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ, you alone we worship. وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ, and you alone we ask for help and aid. This is just one of the many benefits of Qiyamul Layl. And as we come to the conclusion of Ramadan, conclude strongly and work harder and more sincere to Allah Azza wa Jalla. Ramadan is not over. We still have a few more nights. Come every night and worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every night. And inshallah ta'ala after Ramadan, try to pray at night, even if it's just 2 rak'at, and keep the sunnah going. Inshallah, may Allah help us sustain it. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept from all of us our humble deeds. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive our many shortcomings. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us turn only to Him in time of need. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the strength to deal with our challenges in this life. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive our many shortcomings. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our fast. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to conceal our mistakes. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us and help us forgive others. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to never deprive us of the sweetness of being in sujood before Him. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us earn His pleasure and be in the company of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam in Jannah. وصل اللهم وسلم وبارك على نبينا وحبيبنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.